For more on navigating the winter storm and travel concerns, we welcome in Cheryl Nelson, meteorologist and travel preparedness expert. Cheryl, I have to say this. Travel preparedness expert sounds like to me that you're saying to me, Nick, stop whining. I told you how to prepare, and if you're upset about it, you weren't listening.
You said it, Nick. I didn't really say that, but that's what I have to tell people is, hey, I practice what I preach. You should do the same.
It's looking like today and Saturday will be the worst days of travel. Is that true?
Today, for sure, is going to be the worst travel day, and it's a problem from coast to coast. I was looking at current cancellations today across the country, and we're looking at issues already in Boston, New York, Detroit, Chicago, all the way over to the West Coast to Seattle and Portland. Not only do we have the big storm in the east that we're dealing with that's intensifying, the winds are getting stronger as well. We also have a nasty ice storm in the Pacific Northwest. So a lot of the hubs, the airport hubs, are being affected. I hate to say it, but it's a nightmare day for travel.
Cheryl, so many people have been watching the weather and they have been listening. But what tips do you have for travelers flying out today and this weekend because they have those flights booked?
Oh, gosh, I know. First of all, try to have your patience and try to focus on gratitude. Be thankful for what you do have. Next, do damage control. Start doing the research yourself. Call up that airline and get on the phone, get on hold with them, and then start searching. Do searches for flights. Come up with alternate itineraries that you can propose to them. Because sometimes if you do that and say, hey, can you book me A, B, and C? They'll go, oh, actually, yeah, I do have some seats on that. And they'll get you on it rather than waiting as they search and look for flights. Now, if you're at the airport and something happens, say your flight gets delayed or canceled, try to get to that gate agent as soon as possible. Because if there are seats available on later flights, later today, maybe tomorrow, you got to get your name first on that standby list or maybe even get a confirmed seat.
Cheryl, you've been in this situation before, as have others. How does this storm compare to other winter storms that have hit the country? Is there a difference in how I should approach this one?
That's a great question. With this one, you have not only a storm that's huge, affecting a large area of real estate on the East Coast, and then you also have your West Coast storm. Throw in the holidays to boot, and you have a perfect storm for travel. So unfortunately, this probably is going to go down in the record books as one of the worst ones just because of the timing and the number of people are traveling. And everybody wants to get there by the same day, right? Christmas.
Cheryl, one last question for you. I know that more often than not, airlines have made that caveat that if it's weather related, we're not responsible. But are there any perks I can ask for from the airline if I have been inconvenienced because of the storm?
You can always try, and I would say a smile and a kind heart goes a long way. You could try to get maybe a food voucher if you're stuck in the airport. Sometimes there's snacks they'll give you as well. You might be able to try to ask for a hotel. And you're right, Nick, because if it is Mother Nature cause, act of God cause, a lot of the time they'll say, sorry, it's nothing we can do. It wasn't mechanical. But you can always ask, just be kind, and just know that there will be delays today. Even if it's sunny outside at your airport, guess what? Your crew might be coming from New York or Detroit or Chicago, and that plane might not be able to take off. There are thresholds for wind, also visibility. Planes have to be de-iced because we have that Arctic air mass now. So it's cold almost everywhere in the country. As I said before, perfect storm for travel.
Cheryl, is it true? Because I have friends who swear by it. Nick, if you book that ticket on Christmas morning or New Year's Day, it's always cheaper. Is that true?
It really depends. I don't know if it's going to be true this year because so many people are probably trying to get on those flights. Those prices might be astronomical if you try to book it on Christmas Day.
Well, I tell you what, I've learned some things and I will be prepared next time. And I won't come crying to you, Cheryl, because it sounds like you have no patience for me with that.
I'll get out my violin. You know, I do play the violin.
Cheryl Nelson, meteorologist and travel preparedness expert. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed that. I look forward to seeing you again.
Likewise. Happy holidays.
Same to you and your family. Now,